situated. Again, it is stupid loud in here. Hopefully I can talk over this music. Alright, let me fire up chat activity. What up? Someone left 2 margaritas over here for me. Too bad I don't drink them. Alright, let's get over to live chat activities. Oh, see, ever since we had that talk about furniture, look what I'm getting. Living spaces. They're selling our data hand over fist. Like, it's not enough that we watch and do all the things, but they have to sell our data too, our information. Alright, let's see. What do we got? We got 71 people, which is pretty freaking awesome. We're just starting off. Did people get notifications? I've been hearing that on yesterday's stream, because YT's been a little screwy lately. On yesterday's stream, I feel like bunched up. On yesterday's stream, people didn't get notifications until after it was over. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but, well, yeah, I know it's accurate, but is that the case across the board? And I also know yesterday they showed that I had 2,100 people. It was climbing like 500 people every half an hour, almost, like I was looking at the graph, almost on the button. It was hitting another 500 people, like, instantly. And there was like 900 and something likes on that video. Now that would be, for my channel, kind of like a miracle. Yeah, I'm not gonna, whatever. I mean, that would be great. However, the actual stats, if I look at the stat of the people who were on, it shows 2,100, 900 likes, only 800 chat messages. But then in the daily stats, it did not reflect that into any type of total whatsoever. So no. I mean, it was nice to see that, but I don't think that's the issue. But we did talk about like turning, you know, like for like 30 seconds going vertical, and that is when it started shooting up. Maybe that's like bullshit to trick people into thinking that if they do the vertical, you know, nonsense, because that's kind of what it is. We're gonna suddenly get, you know, all these subscribers and all these views. Like, the money did not reflect the views. I got the same, like, $8 I always get in advertising revenue. So with 2,000 people, it would have been like 80 bucks. You know, so yeah, it's weird. Tom, I heard you were having problems chatting, but I see the WTF, question mark, question mark. Let me say hello to people. Let me give people some chance to get it. I'm trying to get me some coffee too. No one, I haven't seen anyone. Janice, N90, Bror Fredrik, oh, that's me. Janice, Joe Q, Val Marie, Jim B, Chris Venton Frank, Watanabe, what's going on? Sony, keep them coming. I want to say hello to everyone. Eve, how are you? Maria, did I say Jim? I'll say it twice. Say it 3 times. Who cares? Jim. Chanel Fischel. Kevin, count to down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. And we're at the Bellagio, in case you haven't figured that out yet. Getting a mild degree of screw faceage over here, but not much. You know, they're usually pretty cool to me. Jim Wolf, what's going on? Great Dane Mom, Captain Lope. I want to say keep posting in there. Tom Hill, Missy Vegas. Yeah, I can't wait to see everyone too. That's gonna be fun. Would you believe it's like what, a week? Wow, this machine's blowing up. People are looking at me, talking to myself. Stuart, how you doing? Mary Leathers. Up a blue. I was sitting next to some guy, like, just sitting at a machine, hoping I'd get some coffee and whatnot, and he's like, I've been coming to Vegas for 20 years, and I've never seen the machines these tight, and I'm just like, man, tighter than a snake's ass, bro. You know? Mike and Lee Burner, Bert, Workenstein, Kevin, Angie, dude, keep going. As long as you guys keep posting, I'll keep saying all the hellos. But now we got 138 people. That is good. All right. cool. So it's Saturday night in Las Vegas, and we're gonna walk around a little bit. They did do some upgrades. Maybe I can connect to one of the good towers in town for a change, but we'll see. Janice with the 10 Bananagramas. Happy Saturday. Extra happy to all my friends coming to Vegas in a week. Can't wait to see you all. I can't wait to see you all either. I'm getting excited. Like, I don't have to pack, but I still gotta put out my clothes. I don't think I'm gonna, like, what are you guys wearing to the people who are new? Yeah, we're talking about the Broad Nation Get Together 2024, which is April 22nd through April 25th. What are you guys wearing at the reception? I don't think I'm gonna put on a suit. I think I'll just do like, kind of like, you know, what I'm doing now, you know? A nice dress shirt, you know, not a dress, not like one that hangs to your knees, but a nice one. And, you know, a nice pair of jeans, shoes, stuff like that. What do you think? Or should we, like, put on suits and tuxes and whatever? Jamie, how are you? Happy Sunday to the Bror Nation. And, oh, why am I getting commercials at exactly the 6 to 8 minute mark? That's craziness. Yeah, just as long as there are no birthday suits. I mean, I'm not shy, but, you know, I don't need those pictures on the internet. Let's see. And I appreciate you being a member for 4 months, Jamie. So what are you guys wearing? I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna put on a suit though. Just be comfortable. But it is a nice restaurant. You know? You know, no wife beaters or anything. But other than that, I don't think anyone's gonna care. Shorts and a nice top. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I mean, in another week, it'll probably be in the 90s. It does that all the time. They want to say hello. I see you. How you doing? Ladies. She was dying to come over and say hello. She thought the camera was pointed at her. It was pointed at me. What was that? What the hell were we talking about? The weather. Yeah, the weather is going to be in the 90s by next week. I mean, it hit, it's windy, like stupid windy outside if we end up going outside. But it only hit about 76 today. Had the AC on 72. It was kind of comfortable, you know, like borderline if I was like in my underwear. But yeah, it's going to shoot. Like yesterday was 96. Yeah, it's going to be in the 90s. So still, it cools off a little at night. It went down to 71 last night after being 96. So it's not going to cool off like 60 down to 30 like it does in the quote unquote winter. So yeah. All right, let me fire up my chat again. And that goes for all you people coming to town. The other thing I could recommend to everyone coming to town, and for those of you who just visit in Vegas, appropriate shoes. You know, ladies, if you want to wear your high heels, your stilettos and whatnot, you know, bring something comfortable too. We're going to do a lot of walking. As of now, it says the low 90s, so you add like 2 degrees, 3 degrees to that. It'll definitely be in the 90s, high 80s to the 90s. There's no spring here. It just jumps from 60, we have like 3 or 4 days out of 70, and then bang, 90s, done. Then bang, hundreds, and then, you know, life sucks. Well, life is wonderful. I don't like the heat. In case you haven't figured that out already, don't like the heat. I have a camera ready to post that on. Oh, great day, Mom. Present Frank. Oh, Miss Google's in the house. Awesome. All right, so what do we got? 149 people. That's pretty good. 11 minutes after. So we're gonna walk around here a little bit. Like I said, I'll check the connection momentarily. We'll walk out the exit over there, see how that goes. But I do want to see outside. We gotta look outside a little bit, you know. And there's something else I have to do. Oh, invite everyone to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. Get them on a sports channel. Best way to do it. And to hear me and my opinions, raw and uncensored, everything that we can't do on YT, right there. HeyBrorFredrik.com. Go check me out. Monthly subscription starts at like 50 cents a day and goes down from there. You know, so, you know, I'm not like, I'm not trying to beat anyone over the head. just want to cover the costs. I mean, if I explode and become a rock star, so be it, you know, but, you know, we'll see. But in the meantime, do all the liking, the sharing, the subscribing. I got the Cash App, Venmo, Patreon. What is that? I just put that up there. I don't even know what that is. What does that say? Oh, subscribe now. Yeah, do that. And I got Amazon links, and I got the T Hanley, you know, like stupid easy men's face care. Take it like 3 minutes a day. I mean, look at that. I use it every day. You know, I don't have to you can't point, you can't plant corn in my forehead, you know, because it's like, you know, T Hanley keeps it in check. And don't forget Olite, long-term, proud partner with them. Yeah, it's extra, like, that's stupid, but well, this machine is kind of, I picked a good machine. You know, I go for the good light. This machine's kind of like blue and white. That same reason I wear, like, blue shirts. Makes my eyes pop. See, now the exposure's a little off. It'll take a second. Wait, watch it change right now. Bang. Thank you, Marie. I don't know if that's good or bad. Why do I thank people when they say I got blue eyes? Like, I didn't have a choice in it, but I do appreciate everyone noticing. And, you know, I'll have them till the day I die, so I guess that's kind of cool. You know, it's one of the things that, you know, it is an asset. Although, like I said, blue-eyed people, I mentioned this about a week or so ago, there's reports, scientists, I mean, whenever someone says experts say, I'm like, who the actual F are these experts? Experts say, authorities say, like, that's just like tossed around like it means something. It means nothing to me. But I did read, you know, actual reports. Blue-eyed people are going extinct. This is going to be... Those are drunk ones that said hello a little while ago. Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of us moving forward.
Drinks and beverages?
Oh, yes, please.
Hi.
How you doing? Sorry to make it spin around like that.
No, that's fine.
That is looking pretty sexy right there. And if I could have a coffee, please. Milk and 2 of those sugar stir stick things.
Brown sugar.
That'd be awesome. Thank you. I needed that. Now we gotta wait 5 minutes. They gotta listen to me talk. Alright. Oh, is that a problem? Because it takes 2 blue-eyed people or 2 blue-eyed grandparents out of the 4 to make a blue-eyed baby. You know, so there's not a lot of that going on. Because here's the thing, I'll tell you, I'll be honest, I can speak from my own experience, and I can speak from talking to other people, you know, who are blue-eyed people and shit. Blue-eyed people generally are not attracted to other blue-eyed people. It's just a thing. Like, most blue-eyed people go for almost the opposite, like dark features and whatnot, quote-unquote exotic. It's just a thing. So we're actually breeding ourselves out of existence. Yeah, Venmo is good. Oh, and Thomas, I just saw that today. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Yeah, it keeps it away from, you know, the YT activities. Kelly, how are you? Good to see you. And Kevin, I saw your interview. I think that's awesome. I think what you do is awesome. And I think you're awesome. So, yeah, that's awesome. Kevin's kind of famous. You know, Kevin, I think you're kind of new to the channel. I don't think I've seen your name, I mean, for the past couple weeks maybe, but I think you're relatively new. So, yeah. Everyone, Kevin's famous. He's probably more famous than I am. Not that I consider what I have as any type of fame, but yeah, Kevin's kind of famous. Yeah, Kelly knows the deal. Coffee, milk, and it can't be an even number. Although, if we extrapolate, you can take the 36, make 3 plus 6, and make it a 9. So that kind of covers it, but I'm into odd numbers. 5 banana rams for Maria. Thank you very much. The blue-eyed guy, Bror Fredrik. Shut the door. Oh, Buster, what's going on? I like when you pop in. I like when people we haven't seen in a while pop in. What's going on, Steven? Yeah, I mean, he's like been on the news. I mean, I was on the news. I've been on the news quite a few times for some cool things, for some less than cool things. And when I was a kid, I got the picture somewhere in my office. I'll dig it up. When I was a kid, I was on the front cover of the Times, the freaking New York Times, when I was a kid. And I think that's what started, like, my whole, like, affinity for being a ham and shit. You know what I was doing? I was feeding a goat. In Brooklyn. There was like a display of goats, like a zoo farm type of thing going on, and I got the freaking hat, the trapper hat I wear in the winter, the ears and whatnot. I'm like climbing a fence, and I'm leaning over, and I'm like, I don't know, petting a freaking goat or something, and they put that, for some reason, that ended up on the front cover of the New York Times. So that was kind of trippy. So yeah. Then what else? I was on the front cover of the sports section in a Florida newspaper for winning the club championship twice in a row. Woo. Doing great, brother. You're a great what? I'm a great grandfather. Baby, congratulations. That is awesome, Buster. A great grandfather. That's cool. Very nice. Yeah, that happens. They do sometimes turn from blue to like green or hazel sometimes, even the older you get. Mine have actually gotten a little lighter the older I get. They were a little more like this color blue. They were a little like, they were almost like kind of scary looking. They were like a weird dark blue, and now they're like a sky blue. It's like totally different. But yeah, let's see what else. That's it. Tom confirms. True. Blue eyes here. Always had brown-eyed girl. Right? Like for some reason, blue-eyed people just like are attracted to almost the polar opposite. Like we like. I mean, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Kind of dig a little olive skin activities and whatnot. But I mean, not that with that. It's not like something like on a checklist. It's just a happenstance, So we are breeding ourselves out of existence. Am I still beating the goat? No, I outgrew that, I think, in my early teens. Actually, no, yeah, right? I mean, you didn't think about it. Like, okay, I'm a Leo, and there's another fun fact. Almost all Leos love dark chocolate. Like I always say, want to figure out the Leos at your party or your convention, put out a bowl of dark chocolate, and all the Leos will pounce on it like it's a freaking gazelle and just rip that shit apart. It's just what we do. Pig Poppy. We are at the Bellagio. Let me give you some views, right? I'm gonna wait for my coffee a bit, and then we'll get to hoofing. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't. In all honesty, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed we got connection tonight. Captain Lope, both you and your wife are blue-eyed. No, that's cool. Did you produce any blue-eyed children and or grandchildren by any chance? I'm just curious. I mean, once my people left Scandinavia, like we were producing blue-eyed people like a freak, And then this is like this myth, I don't know if I believe it, that when the Vikings grabbed them some women from foreign countries and threw them over their shoulder and whatnot, brought them back to frickin' Sweden and Norway and Denmark, that they only brought blonde and blue hair, that we didn't have that by nature, which is total bullshit. However, once we all left Scandinavia, we started because after generations of freezing your ass off and having 15 days of summer, looking at the same people over and over again, we bred you know, the Vikings didn't go extinct. They didn't die off. They didn't flip a switch and go, nah, we don't want to do this cool shit anymore. Oh, it's coffee.
Brought you a delicious coffee with milk and 2 sugar sticks.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
How's that?
You know what I'm going to need?
You need water?
No, I'm going to need a couple extra napkins. I'm a little bit of a pig. Not really, but I spill stuff sometimes. Yeah, that's good.
Sorry, man. Do you need change?
Nope.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. How you doing? She said she made it extra delicious. Cool. Let's find out. So yeah, what we did was we just left. You know, we were just like out there doing our thing on the high seas, doing our world tour. And, you know, we were like, hey, this whole Scotland thing's pretty cool. It's kind of green, women are kind of cool, you know, and just stay there. And our genes, that's why, like, people even in, like, sub-Sahara, you know, people in Arabia have Viking DNA, you know, because we just, like, said F it and bread, you know, with everyone. The World DNA Tour. But anyway, that's why it's like, that's why it's watering down at this point. That is nuclear hot. Nuclear hot. Alright, I'm gonna do some fancy footwork. I can't believe I said I'm kind of a pig. I'm not a pig. I'm kind of fussy. I do drop shit though. Wow, this is, I mean, can you see that? Can you see like the radiation coming off? And Phil, what's going on, brother? Yep, see you in a week. Thank you for them 5 bananagramas. We're gonna do some fun shit. I'm not sure what, but we're gonna do some fun shit. I do wanna, like, if you have the time, and I guess we gotta coordinate the schedule and whatnot. Come on live and hang out. We always have like a good time doing live streams and shit. But whatever. It's not necessary. It's just fun. All right, let's see if this works. Oh yeah. Nowhere near as good as True Bar coffee. I was lit the F up yesterday. I was actually hankering for a 3rd cup of True Bar Americano coffee. But I had to go whiz. I'm always totally honest, but we had a whiz conversation yesterday. That was kind of weird, but it was fun. Alright, I pull no punches. I tell no lies. Kyle, what's going on? Shout out next week. Yeah, crazy group. Yeah, I was like bouncing. I was like, my thoughts were like bouncing around in my own head, and they couldn't wait to come out of my mouth. I get like that. But I guess that's a good thing. That's a trait, I suppose. It's part of my charm, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Whatever. Oh, and I did, I am talking to a friend of mine who's got a friend of a friend of a friend who is a trademark and copyright lawyer. And he's gonna put before him on Monday whether I could release my old radio show tapes. They're all on cassette. I mean, this was 20 years ago. So they're all on cassette. So I don't want to violate any copyright claims from K-Dawn, which is the station I was on, or the people who were on there. Some of them are dead. Like Chris Farley, James Brown, you know, he was on the show. It was a trip. He behaved once he knew we were on the air and whatnot, but I spent like a freaking weekend with him that I won't soon forget. It was a trip. There's a reason why he was always kind of like shiny, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get in trouble, you know, with anyone over that. But it would be fun for you to, like, you know, hear me from way back in the day. Alright, let me do some hearts on hearts. Hey, Bro Phil, I sent you some hearts. We definitely will hang out. Oh yeah, we always have a good time. I'm literally looking forward to hanging out with you because we just jive that much, you know. broke. Let's see. Yeah, I think it would be cool, you know, to hear like, I had like a lot of people on. There was a point, no bullshit, I started streaming the show, like maybe it was like the first live streams that ever came out of Las Vegas, like on a Logitech, like 380 camera, 360, not a 360, but 360 by 240. I mean, this is way back in the day. And I got an idea from El Gordo and La Placa, the Spanish show, where they did their interviews in a hot tub. I kind of like ripped them off and used to do interviews in a hot tub. You know, it was pretty cool, even though it was on the radio. But we used to do it remote back in the days of DSL, you know. And what was the other one? ISN lines or whatever. I don't know. It was crazy. And is to put it up on the websites or whatever. Yeah, Bill's kind of famous too. Bill is famous. He's awesome. All right, I think it is time. Who's walking? Oh, her? Or one of the drunk chicks that said hello, or the cocktail waitress. Cocktail waitress is kind of like, I brought you a coffee. she was kind of, she was alright. Man, I'm not complaining. Banana hammock. No, what did I used to do? Like board shorts, you know, stuff like that. That was like back when dudes. Yeah, I don't like the trend. Alright, fellas, let me talk to you a second. Let me talk to the fellas for a second. Oh, it just got really bright in here. Let me talk to you fellas for a second. If you feel like you have to wear a shirt to go to the beach or a pool or something like that, call attendant. Are you sure? No, I'm not sure about that. Just like, you know, hit the gym, you know, instead. Don't cover up, you know, don't cover up. F it, you know. You know, women love big bear guys and whatnot, but if you're that uncomfortable that you feel the need to wear a shirt in the swimming pool, or, you know, just that should be like your own mind, your own subconscious, your own ego, or whatever you want to call it, telling you it's time for a change. But back then, people didn't do that. That's a pretty modern trend. Reason being, probably because there's so many cameras around. Everyone's taking pictures that no one wants to look bad in a picture. But back in the day when I was doing the radio show, you know, like, people weren't walking around with cameras, and if they did, they had to go develop the film, whatever the case may be. And by then, you know, it's not going to end up on the internet. It's going to end up in someone's freaking drawer, you know? So I think guys were less self-conscious, and I think women were like a little less self-conscious too. But yeah, just, you know, who cares? Jump in the freaking hot tub. Like, you know, there's always like a boy-girl thing. I'm playing footsie with no dudes and whatnot, but you know what I'm saying. I chose my company carefully. What I generally used to do, just to eliminate any stress and drama, I used to sit in one corner and the guests would be on the outside, and it would be done from like a 3/4 view, so you could see, like, I mean, it was done like that. Like, you'd see me talking to that person over there, but the camera would basically be on those people, so it wasn't like I had them sit next to me and, you know, rubbing elbows and, you know, fart bubbles and stuff. It wasn't like that. Good view, Jason. Do you want a medal? Look forward to watching. Yeah, now I am not, I'll say what I am going to stream and what I'm not going to stream during the get-together next week. I am not going to stream the main event. I am going to do a recording of the main event, and then I'll put it up, you know, like a week later or a few days later or something. That way everyone can connect the names, the faces, and see the vibe and, you know, all that type of stuff. But I'm not going to stream the event because that wouldn't be fair to the people who took the time to you know, fly to town, get a hotel room, you know, pay for the reception, the whole bit, you know what I'm saying? So that I'm not going to do. However, probably stream with Brother Phil. Probably stream from maybe, there's a maybe, Red Rock when we go out there. Probably do a stream from downtown when we're all hanging out there. The only, like I said, just not the, oh, she's checking on me again. Just not the, another 32 minutes. It's the third commercial I've got. I'm getting a commercial like every 10 minutes. And it's showing that I have 550 people on. What up? We'll see if that's accurate or not. Oh, now it's saying I have 750 people. But, you know, you'll get to see what's going on. You know, I'll find time to stream. Because I'm not going to not do, you know, YT. This YT game is, it's a rat race. You know, it's, you're just, you know, you're just like a, you know, you're on a hamster wheel. If you, like, take a week off, you know, it's not so much that the people will forget about you. All you, you know, wonderful people out there will be like, hey, great to have you back, bro, after a week. How's your vacation? No, it's YT's algorithm like, oh, he doesn't want to put out videos anymore? F him. You know, that's the way the algorithm works. So, you know, you really can't, once you start the ball rolling, you really can't mess with that anymore. This is so hot, I can't even get drinking on it yet. Because you know what? She made a fresh pot for me because she's just that awesome. You need a coffee intervention? You had 4 ads since we started? Yeah, I mean, I've been drinking a lot of coffee lately. I'm pooping. Oh yeah, now it's showing that I have, on my end, it's showing that I have 1,894 people on, which I don't believe. But if you're here, cool. Hit that effing like button and subscribe. See, I know there wasn't 2,100 people on last night because it was a cool live stream and I only picked up 4 subscribers. You know, so I know that wasn't accurate. There's something going on. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of coffee because and the more I drink, the more I want to drink. And the other thing that I'm doing too is I'm treating myself to higher quality coffee, which is reinforcing my desire to have more, you know? I mean, I just used to, like, you know, rip open a can of Folgers, like medium roast, and be done with it, you know? And I'd enjoy that just the same. But in the past couple of years, I've really started appreciating different regions, different areas, different blends, different darknesses. I mix my own, I grind my own, you know, I French press. I do all this stuff now, like a real professional, you know, like a professional coffee addict. So, you know, that's enhancing it. And I do work, I mean, hopefully there's light at the end of the tunnel, but, you know, YouTube is not the only game. My own channel, my own streaming service, brorfredrik.com, to 1,200 people out there, 2,640 people. You know, that's like another thing that I do, and I do work on top of that. So I average, at the bare minimum, at the absolute bare minimum, 12-hour days, 6 days a week, at the bare minimum. So coffee kind of like, you know, I don't know if it keeps me up, but I set my sights on it. I'm just like, all right, I need to do this, 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 and this. I got to do this Zoom meeting. Then I got to fire off these 3 emails and check this, check that, yada, yada, yada. And then I'll have a cup of coffee. So I set up, I use it as a reward. You know, that's how I kind of like pace myself throughout the day. Oh, now it says I have 3,500 people. Yeah, that's cool. Keep them coming. Oh, you know what? So let's do the test real quick. Let's see if we jump to 10,000 if I go vertical for a nanosecond. Because everyone loves vertical. No, everyone hates vertical. I freaking hate vertical. I mean, I feel like I'm looking down my own shirt, right? All right. How are you supposed to do that? I got all my stuffs on. Those are my 2 worlds. What up? All right. enough of that. Now we should have 10,000. Because YT says if you do vertical shit, you'd be rewarded. Rewarded in what? Heaven? I see no rewards. All right, let's see. Now it says 38. We're up to 38 already. Oh, you've hit what 600 times? Oh, who? Cocktail agent? Just joshing. Yeah, right. Wasn't that like it's trippy, and I don't know where to look. Like here, I know where to look to make eye contact. Here, I'm making eye contact with myself. Here, I'm making eye contact with you. When it's vertical, it looks like I'm looking down because it puts the camera all the way up here. You know, so your eyes are here, and you have to look up. I don't know. I don't know how chicks do it. Yeah, half of freaking Encino, California's here or something. Oh, did I pick up another 100,000 to show him the boobies? This I got from Chris. This is my Athelstan cross. That's the cross of Athelstan, if you know who that is. And that is a gift from Chris Nat and Frank. That's a Mjolnir with a piece of jade in there, and it's got some good runes in there too. It's got some powerful runes. I can feel it right in my heart. Bro. Sylvia posted that thing with the singing Viking. What's his name? Christopher Sorensen, and he does a version. You know how I love Disturbed's version of Sound of Silence. Christopher Sorensen was on like The Voice of Norway. You know, it's like a game show bullshit in Norway, and he busted with a version of The Sound of Silence that was just like, I've listened to it 100 times, 200 times. It's only part of the song. It's only 2 minutes of the 4.5 minute song, but it's the most powerful thing. It's like Thor singing The Sound of Silence. I mean, it is that intense. I recommend everyone go see it or go hear it. Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. She got the librarian looking for what? Looking for work? Yeah, I feel you, yeah. But she went like way over the top on the whole like eyebrow thingamajiggy there. I don't get the whole square eyebrow thing. It's just like, yeah, but that Norwegian Christopher Sorensen, I tried to find him online, and he's got a YouTube account with like 400 people. 450 people and 2 songs, like two of his own things that aren't covers, because you really can't sing covers until like you're real famous and get away with it. And one is kind of like knocking off Johnny Cash kind of hard, but that guy should be somebody by now, you know? Yeah, I mean, imagine him and David Grayman doing I don't know if you call it a duet, but, you know, something like that. That would be sick. Because I listened to both. I was listening to them back and forth. I'm like, which one do I like better? I would have liked to hear Christopher Sorensen, because you got to roll the Sorensen. I would have liked to hear him do the entire song, but, you know, versus chopping it up. But it was still good. What was with that chick who had the horns? That is continuing to creep me out. Like, she was wearing a set of frickin' horns on her head. You know, she was one of the judges or something? She was wearing horns. I'm like... However, Scandinavia has a long... Just got bright again. Scandinavia has a long history of death metal. I mean, like, some hard... raw, you know, like that. Raw, you know, death metal. They're big into that shit there. Check out a video where where a bunch of people got together. There was a thing during the Olympics where they all got together. All the Norwegians and Swedish people dropped to the ground and started rowing, like 2,000, 3,000 people, like they were in boats and whatever, to music. It's nuts. My people's kind of crazy, you know? Because you know what? We're all like, Most of us are itching to get out of here and go to Valhalla. So we just get 0 peps. If you know, I'm no big hurry. But Grizzly and Frank of the Vibe Banana is not much longer. Yeah, I'm literally, I hear you, Kevin, I'm literally dysfunctional without coffee. They, like, on HeyBrorFredrik.com, I am going to do a video about caffeine. I think I should, I've studied it enough. I'll do a video about it. Basically, when you're caffeinated, if you're a caffeine person, you are actually different. Like if you quit caffeine, you'd be a completely different person before and after. It's not like if you came off caffeine for a couple of months, you wouldn't know yourself anymore. You'd have to readjust to being you. I mean, that's how much of a drug it is per se. We don't realize the true effects taking place. I mean, except at the True Bar when I'm just like lit. But they say caffeine stimulated the Industrial Revolution. The idea of the coffee break came from bosses going, you know what? We can sacrifice 10 minutes out of the day, twice a day, feed these people this drug, this caffeine drug, and we'll get more productivity out of them. I mean, even the concept of the coffee break was the man, you know, for all intents and purposes, knowing how powerful this stuff was. And I don't think coffee is nearly as strong as it probably was back in the day. You know? Remember those old-ass commercials? I remember, like, you know, when my moms used to watch the old shows and whatnot, you know. It was like that or go to bed, so I used to sit there and watch. And there used to be this commercial. I can remember shit back until I was about 4 or 5. And there was a commercial about, like, with some housewife, like a husband's up in here, like, they're at a dinner party. Dinner parties are cool, but they're at a dinner party, and he's like, you know, sipping the coffee, he's enjoying it. He's like, oh, this is good coffee, this is good coffee. And the wife's like smacking upside the head going, hey, you don't drink a second cup when we're at home. You know, like all jealous and shit. You guys remember that? I remember that from like when I was like a little kid. That was kind of weird, but yeah. Oh, you saw that with like 50,000 people air rowing. Row. That's why Scandinavian people, I'll show you once, I'll show you 100 times. When we relax our hands, if you have like a lot of my people's DNA up in you, if you shake your hands and relax and let them set, look what they do. Like, I have no control over that. That is the natural posture of my hand. Like, they don't go split. Like, I have to. And they want to row. It's just a thing. That's how you can tell. And it's not arthritis. It's just, it is actually a gene. And there's a gene that makes Scandinavian people resistant to cold. A literal gene. I think it's like a HLH113 or something like that. When they sequenced us, there's actually a gene that makes us resistant to cold and susceptible to heat. And causes our hands to do this. Look, that's genetic. That's weird, right? I mean, look, you can see how deep those are. You can read my future, right? Isn't that trippy? Because they freaking row in boats for 1,000 years. How many generations is 1,000? A lot. Anyway, you didn't come for a DNA lesson. Well, 4,612 people. So let's go. You're only 3%. Yeah, I mean, it just takes a Viking DNA is some powerful shit. You know, it is. It's some powerful shit, you know. But, you know, revel in it. But yeah, your hands, there's something about the tendons that run this way on people with Viking DNA. The tendons that control this are shorter than other people. So we have a problem with that. It's like that's the natural tendency of our hands. You know? is what it is. Fun fact. All right, let's go look around. Let me do one more shot. Bam, wide activities. And we're gonna go outside for a nano, and I will check internet connectivity. If we got a decent signal, because again, all you 4,000 new people, T-Mobile, 2 of T-Mobile's towers are down out of the 5 on the strip. So we've been having problems for a while now. And they've been down since a frickin' Super Bowl. They won't admit it, but I know they have been. All right, let me gather up my shite. Shout out water. Oh, you know what else we gotta check out outside? I got my, I haven't showed you the new Olight. We're gonna bust with, wanna see how dirty a slot machine is? Wait, hold on. All right, let me show you the UV real quick. Oh, nope, don't want to show you the laser. We're gonna do the laser. Let's see how filthy it is. Oh my God. Look at all the, talking about DNA. Look at the DNA. I mean, it's not terrible. There's more schmutz over here. There's more DNA on that side. But anyway, I want to try out the laser outside. They're pretty much fixing to ban laser pointers. Because, like, people do dumb shit and point them at planes and stuff. Don't know why. That's so asinine. Alright, let's go. I miss when they used to come, you know, that's the only thing I miss about the shutdown. You know, people were actually washing their hands. I'm going to put this, my chat reading phone in my pocket so I can finish this coffee. People were washing their hands, especially dudes. And let's see, what else? And they would wash the machines, like, religiously. Like, someone would get up and someone would jump over and wipe that shit down, you know? I kind of miss that. And they were a little more cleanly about the bathrooms and stuff. As much as I love the Bellagio, because I'm still making that list of my favorite and least favorite casinos in town, the Bellagio loses points because, like, the bathrooms are generally very clean, except for the floors. It's like they have a problem mopping the pee up in front of the urinals. It's like, and then the problem compounds. Because now I see the big puddle of pee in front of the urinal, so I'm taking a whiz from frickin' 2.5 feet away too. You know, and it just gets worse and worse. And then you'll see the attendant, they all have attendants. All they do is like clean the mirrors and the sinks. They just never mop the floor. It's freaking nasty, so they lose points for that. I don't want to step in people's pee. All right, we are outside. Wow, it's a little warm still. Wasn't ready for that. It's hot. What is it, like 80? Oh my God, I'm dying. We're all dying. I'd be willing to bet she's from Utah. Tall, blonde. Proper BMI. All right. Let's enjoy. It's a little bit windy out here too. That's how far we can go. And I am gonna test to see how the connection is, but not yet. Because I'll lose at least 5,000. It's confused. Nope, tried the 5G and it's still ganking like a freak. Back on their Wi-Fi. I'm getting freaking annoyed. I'm like beyond annoyed. Let's just like check people out. That's the best. That's my favorite thing to do in Vegas. Is people watch. People watching. Because I am a student of the human, so I learn a lot. Look, like what can we talk about them? What is her? Give me 5 minutes, I'll figure it out. Trust me. Add some schmutzy DNA. That's not bad. For how long though? SUV 70, limo 80, fuel surcharge, this surcharge, that surcharge. So base rate. Alright, I'm gonna sit this down for a second. Mind if I sit this down for a second? Alright, thanks man, appreciate it. I think I'd rather rock with an SUV than a limo, personally. Well, it depends. The crew, SUV, some little lady limo. Yeah, that's nice. I love that. The big old Escalade. That's just the boss. This thing right here. That's just the boss. Make it all bulletproof. Yeah, that's hot, man. It's only like, it's about the same price as Cybertruck. Oh, I saw a Cybertruck today. Let me show you the picture. I'm not gonna post. I posted it on Twitter. But tell me what you think of this thing. I'll give you my opinion in a second. Let me find it. Cybertruck. Alright. Let's see if we can focus on this. Alright, check this out. So that I saw one in person today, up close and in person. Are we still ganking out here? Now we're doing the fluky dookies on the Wi-Fi. Come on now, stable out. Come on now. To me, let me finish this coffee and get inside. Hang on. Alright, coffee consumed. Where are all these young ladies coming from? Ladies. They're everywhere. Is there like a bachelorette party going on? Alright, connection should stabilize any second now. There we go. Alright, I saw this in person today. I mean, Well, I kind of lightened that up. Let me show you what it really looked like. It was in a parking garage at the Fashion Show Mall. I had to be there today. Alright, check this thing out. To me, it looks like a refrigerator. Looks like a refrigerator with wheels on it. It had fingerprints all over it, schmutz all over it, DNA all over it, and it was like thin. It didn't. A DeLorean in the stainless steel looked like it had better quality. It looks like thin panels of stainless steel, like a friggin' refrigerator. I mean, I can't explain it. I mean, yeah, it has wow factor because it's like, wow, a Cybertruck. Someone was dumb enough to spend $160K on it, you know? But I personally wouldn't and don't get it. I'd rather have that Escalade all freaking day long. Burn some dinosaurs. Because, as I've been saying, oil is a renewable resource. We're never, ever going to run out. So you might as well get something that gets like 10 miles a gallon if you can afford it. Anyway, I think I missed some super chat activities. Did I? Yeah, Terminator should drive that. That's good one. Yeah, let's go walk around a little bit. Let me fire up the chat. Yeah, have you seen one in Purpose? Bror, Tesla's cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper on gas, but you know, those poor kids who have to mine the lithium, you know, and the fact that, you know, the government could turn it off if they don't like what you have to say on YouTube. I mean, if someone like super chatted me a Tesla, I would take it, but other than that, I just don't want to be controlled. You know, when the zombie apocalypse comes, how are you going to charge a Tesla? You're not. But you could always find some gas until there's no more. Alright, what is going on here? Oh, this what is this, a quinceañera? Oh, that's what they all is. It's kind of boss. I don't like that it has, like, you know, I got a huge freaking gas tank. I got like a 600-mile range. So, never catch me. We'll go twice as far. See, half an hour. I mean, they are cool, don't get me wrong. And I'm not knocking people who got them if you're like a civilian and whatnot. But me, I don't know when to shut up, so they would turn me off. They'd be like, nah, your social credit score is junk. Congratulations. I always congratulate people. I always want to ask them if they have a prenup too, but that's just me. Like, people always want me to ask questions of people as I pass them. I want to know if people get prenups when they're married, shit like that. You know, the important stuff. That's kind of a nice dress, I must admit. I'd go in there if it wasn't for the Disney music they're playing. Yeah, the plaid is a beast. The plaid can, you know, it can rock a Lambo. No ifs, ands, or buts, but again, wah, wah, wah. How do I know that they can be shut down? Well, they can shut down all the charging stations. Two, you know, when you pull up to the charging station, if they do enforce a credit score type of thing, they'll be like, none for you, bro. And two, Elon already admitted that. You know, when the thing with the Rus and the crane first started, he's like, yeah, you know, people keep asking me to turn off all the Teslas in Russia. And I'm just not prepared to do that quite yet. So he already admitted he could shut off all his vehicles. Imagine when you have one of his chips in your brain, he could shut you off. Press a button and render you freaking useless. Oh, I'm an enhanced human. Yeah, until like Elon decides that, you know, you're over, or you don't pay $99 a month or whatever to him. So no, I'm good. Give me that freaking gasoline. Give me them hydrocarbons. I have to look at this because this always reminds me of my grams. My grandma had that like green and blue and white stuff, and the ceramic rooster on the countertop and all that stuff. Yeah, it reminds me of that. The ceramic rooster. What was the whole deal with the ceramic rooster? Why was that a thing? I don't know. It's like every house I went to when I was a kid had a ceramic rooster in it. This is so nasty. Oh. Alright, hold on. $5.49. Oh man, that's crazy. I paid $4.69 a couple days ago. Let's see if we can see any hairs in it. I wonder how old that is. But, like I said, we have a never-ending supply of petroleum. The whole we're running out thing is a big con job. But we can't talk about that here. I can prove it. I can actually show you papers proving it. And research studies and stuff. But YT doesn't like that. $6.89 at Costco. Wow. Stanley cups. The ladies love those. Ooh, let's get some popcorn. 50% off. How long has it been here? I do like caramel popcorn. There's no price on it. That means I can't afford it. What's the price on this one? Best Buy. Oh yeah, it's about to be expired. It doesn't say how much it is. It's probably $50. See, this thing I would knock over. No, it's pretty stable. I'm shopping. Oh, that's kind of nice for the ladies at home. Don't wear that outside, but you wear it in the house. What up? I see a B for Bror hat. Bror Fredrik. Oh, there's Bror Fredrik. What up? Let's check my look. Is that tactical? Do I look like an operator? No, I'm not a telephone operator. It's not what we're going for. Right? I do need to get a B hat. That B, that font is actually trademarked. You know, I looked into it because I like the B. But it is literally trademarked. Like they would sue me because we gotta pay homage to the prime rib, the bone-in prime rib. Look at that nice fat right there. A little bit of salt and pepper. Yeah. A little bit of bone marrow. But I've never eaten here, so I cannot attest to the quality thereof. Let's see if we can go. I want to see if we can go see the new bar thing that they opened. If the hallway doesn't have security in it, we might be able to go. What satchel? There's a tactical satchel. I got tactical satchels. I use, depends where though. I have like, and I got a desert camo. Like, you know, like look crossbody, you know what I'm saying? They get a little bent. All right, let's see if they got, you know, they want to know what's inside, and I don't blame them. All right, let's see if we can go. Yes. All right. Normally this is kind of guarded. I wouldn't say guarded, but you know, it's usually security up in here. Not that it really matters, but that's it. Isn't that be cool? I should have like that on my freaking front door. B. Casa del Bror. Casa de Bror. This is one of my recharge areas. Like after a long day of whatever, a long night, or a meeting or something, I come over here and just recharge. Because it's peaceful. Gotta use your inside voice. Alright, we just switched onto a different Wi-Fi node. You can walk from here all the way to Aria without ever stepping foot outside, which is kind of cool. Another one of my chill spots. Oop, 420 up in here. Grandma was all 420 with her grandson. They're blowing the fatties away. How nice. Oh, they got the velvet ropes up. Wah, wah, wah. We can look though. Isn't that a nice view? Yeah, I bet it's 87 bucks. This town is getting stupid expensive. It's pricing me out in some of my coffee spots. No way in the fucking world am I paying $12 for a cup of coffee. Not in this lifetime. Bring my own in a flask. I'll show them. I love these trees. What are these, cypresses? I love those. I used to call them Tuscany trees because I didn't know, but now that I'm a botanist, I think they're cypresses. They should come to a point though, but they look very phallic. They should be pointy though. Look at the scale of this place. It's just freaking ridiculous. You know, now all the properties are not only, they're making a $20, they're calling it a service charge. 20% they're adding to most bills these days. 20 freaking percent. And then on the bottom, they're like, oh, and give us another 20% to employ our staff, you know, as a tip. So now you're paying 40%, you know? And they're justifying it. They're just like, well, you know, we have to stay in business somehow. Why is your employees my freaking problem, you know? I'll tell you what, I'll give them a 20% tip if they come out and clean my Cybertruck, you know? Give them the armor all, you know, detail my Cybertruck, get all the fingerprints off it. But other than that, you can kiss my ass. If I'm paying 20%, you know, service fee, I ain't getting a tip. So either way, you're gonna go under, you dumbass. Remember when shit, you didn't even consider coming out until like 9:30, 10. You know, you just didn't. You'd walk in a casino at like 8:30. It'd be no. Is that a fried green tomato or something? What is that? Well, I'm the one who's a botanist. I should know. They're like, They got like a 4-foot bong going on over there. What the hell? No, here's some other. They look like dwarf nuts. Not that I know. You know, dwarf size. Oh, here's another one. Oh, someone ate the other one. That's an orange tree. I play. I play, but I know. But yeah, I mean, shit. I wouldn't even consider leaving the house until like 9 o'clock. Arrive on the strip like 10, 10:30. 11 is when shit started happening. All the restaurants were open. You know, it was more of a late night vibe than it is now. Pools were open. And I'd see people in pool at frickin', you know, midnight under the moon. You know, knocking boots and stuff. It's just different. I mean, granted, back then, you know, the car dealerships were open 24 hours. The car dealerships, the jewelry shops, and the porn stores, shops were open. And all the casino stores were open too, 24 hours. You could literally, because the principle was, hey, if someone hits a jackpot, does well at the craps table, you know, they'll take you with a limo and bring you to a freaking joint. Buy yourself a car. Patio. Fulfill our freaking business. Smoking is permitted on the grand patio. Yeah, swimming at night it's like a whole different vibe, you know? You got that peace, you got the lights on in the pool, you know? You got that like funky interplay of the water and then the air, and yeah. Sometimes if it's the right time of the year, sometimes you get that smoke on the water thing going on. It's pretty freaking awesome. A lot of people are saying that guy's a chick. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to have to explore that and talk about it on brorfredrik.com. We shall see. There's like a restroom every like 50 yards back here. It's kind of cool. Who gets tall without a circumcision? What are you guys talking about? Circumcisions? What do we got going on here? We're building crap. Oh, what is that? 50 years of what? RCI? Union workers in the house. I love conventions. We're going to a convention next week. I'm taking you guys to NAB, probably twice. Because it's so big and it's so fun. There's so much shit to make fun of and be sarcastic about at that convention. And I know a lot of people there too. So I meet some of my peoples. It is almost the entire week next week. This week coming up. I'm kind of looking forward to it. And thanks, Joe, for the 2 banana ramen. I do appreciate that. I don't know if I'll properly thank you there. There's another porcelain throne room. It's gonna get loud as soon as we get out of here. Music. No one wants one. Alright, let's go check out here. Oh, I don't have to touch anything. I just wave my hand. I have that much power. How you doing? Alright. That's where we was a few moments ago. Bam. That's the grand patio, so we walked all the way around. That's the new outdoor bar. I went down there a bit. It's alright. You know? Are we back on? Yeah, we're back on. Isn't that weird how the Bellagio looks like part of Tamika, how you doing? I didn't see you there. Gary, what's going on? Yeah, now I'm only reading 1,300 people. Only. If that was only accurate, that'd be awesome. Oh, listen, they're playing some music over there. Listen. Some like soft jazz. I like it. Like kind of siren song. Chick in a red dress laying on a piano type music. I like that. It's sexy. It's freaking sexy. That guy was pitching quarters against the wall when I was standing there. I'm like, hey, you trying to like send me some messages? Step back. The Gallery of Fine Art. Yeah, like who needs this stuff? That's just, I don't know. I mean, all right. That's a lot of work. I get it. I get it. But is that worth $4,000 a feathered bear? Or a sculpted tire from the junkyard? I don't think so. Like, ladies, do you want that bag? How bad do you want it? I don't know. They seem to like it. They like that bear. Maybe it's a chick magnet. Pink feathered bears are chick magnets. That's what we've learned tonight. You like to talk there? Which, last night? We were talking about AI taking over the world and me having to be polite to get good results from it. You should join me on Raw and Uncensored, where I could really give my opinions. You think I'm opinionated here? Holy cow. No. Wow, it's loud. I kind of dig that too. That's nice. I'm not gonna lie. I like that color slacks. That's the color I want to do a wrap on my vehicle. That kind of tactical brownish green. But that goes good with that. I like that. I like that. That's probably only like $5,000. Only. This direction. What time is it? Oh, it's 7:30 already. Whoa, is it freaking loud in here. Holy cow. The music score. $800. That's enough to buy a Cybertruck. I haven't eaten here in shit forever. I haven't eaten in a buffet since Bror Nation Get Together 2023. What did we eat at Wicked Spoon? That was good. That was the last time I ate at a buffet. I don't like waiting on lines. Believe it or not, you know, this buffet I like, it may sound lowbrow, but Golden Corral puts on, and when they have like the meat and seafood, like prime rib, or at least at the bare minimum, some roast beef, you know, I haven't done that in forever either, but yeah, they put on a decent spread. I used to like the buffet at whatchamacallit, Main Street Station downtown. But I haven't done that in a while because yeah, my dietary habits have totally changed. Wow, poker room is freaking empty. Yikes. Do, 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 do. I don't know where I'm going. Holy cow. That guy's a freaking pro. Effing around. Look at these chairs, like Wall-E chairs. Wall-E. Oh, this is cool. What should I bet on? Should I bet on something? Oh, they moved. These are cool. Wait, hang on. Yeah, that's all right. Now we're all like private and stuff. Oh, I haven't sat in here in a while. The last time I sat in here and did a video, I was doing a video on. Hey, Bror Fredrik, what are you doing? I sat in here and did a video. A lot of people had asked me when 420 became like quasi-legalized. It's not legal here, but it's quasi-legal. They were like, oh, can you give us a rundown on all the laws and stuff? And I did. I did a whole video sitting, it was probably in the same exact spot because it was quiet as in a casino and whatnot. YT took that down within an hour. They were just like, no. Oh, now it's showing 177 people. That's probably accurate. That is probably the truth. Yeah, that's probably more like real. Anyway. Yeah, I like it over here. It's nice. The Bellagio is nice. I mean, you should take the time and walk around here. It's you know, if you can get there. Sometimes if there's a convention, especially if the convention is going on, it's probably easier. But like after hours, once the convention is done, a lot of the vendors, they leave all their shit in there. Like, you know, if they have like, you know, $5,000 laptop or computer running a screen or something, they just leave it there. You know, so they don't want people just running through that place willy-nilly. You know, if you play dumb, if they're not looking and you just go like, duh, you know, you're looking around, you're a tourist, you don't know any better, just keep going. But it's better to ask forgiveness and permission, because once you're halfway inside, you know, either way, you know, that way's closer or turning back around. So, but it's fun to explore, you know. You see a lot of stuff you probably wouldn't. But it's just impressive. And like I said, those hallways we were just in are freaking immaculately spotless. I just don't understand why the Bellagio can't, you know, mop in front of the urinals. Is the, for you ladies, are the ladies' rooms cleaner? The men's rooms, yeah, the mirrors are nice, you know, but there's pee all over in every single one of them. For a place like this, that should not happen. I keep mentioning it because I want them to hear it, because I know they're watching. Just they have attendants. They literally have a guy whose whole job it is to live in the bathroom for 8 hours. And even if I just go in there to wash my hands, I always tip them. Always tip them, because how would you like to, your office is a bathroom. We gotta hear farts and pee and people's drama all frickin' day, you know? That's rough. Not that they don't get paid, but, you know, I wouldn't want to do it. I don't think I have the testicular fortitude to clean. So maybe that's why they don't clean pee. Or, here's my other theory, that if they mop, they're afraid someone's gonna slip and crack their head on a frickin' porcelain throne. Maybe that's it, but you're gonna slip on the pee too, because sometimes it's Bellagio. Get your shit together. Just saying. Yeah, like the AVA awards, yeah, they have frickin' schlongs everywhere, you know, they don't want people picking them up, you know, putting them in their pocket and stuff. Yeah, there's always someone in there, but they, like I said, they clean the countertops, they wipe the windows, they keep everything stocked, you know, all the towels, but they never ever mop the floor, you know. I don't know when they do, but they don't. So yeah, I try to avoid them too as much as possible. Yes, yeah, you are 100% correct. That's why I always recommend the Wynn. And people are like, the Wynn's, you know, for, you know, snooty people and this and that. It's clean. It's the cleanest place on the strip. The slot machines are the loosest. The tables have the highest limits though, so I wouldn't play table games there. Like during the week, You know, like on a Wednesday night, you could have $50 to $100 craps tables. Minimum bet. You know? So yeah, they are keeping out, you know, people like, you know, doing that whole shit. But yeah, and, you know, and what is the other thing I always say? If you gotta use the bathroom, always try to go in the high limit room. They're not going to stop you. You know, just walk straight in and act like you know, like you own the place. However, in the Bellagio, they don't mop the floor in there either as well as they should. It might be a liability thing, but to me, it's just kind of freaking gross. Ugh. Anyway, so it is 7:30 now. Monday, we are going to go to the convention. I'll probably do an afternoon, probably like 1 or 2 o'clock, a live stream and show you around the NAB convention. Probably go back on either Tuesday or Wednesday. Hopefully we get some type of connectivity restored by then. So I enjoy walking around here, but I like being outside too, for now, until it hits like 90, and then I'm kind of like done with it anyway. For the most part. But you know, you guys always talk me into going outside, and I do, because I like pleasing you guys. And for those of you who are members of brorfredrik.com, right down over there, doing a live at 4 o'clock tomorrow. So you'll get a notification, I think, in the morning. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get to rolling. I got some stuffs to do tonight. I got all the stuffs to do tonight. I got to get some shit done. Personal and business and pleasure. Fix this. All right, people. I appreciate you hanging out. Let me just check to see if I missed any super chat activities. Bonk. Oh, I didn't say thank you to Joe. Check. Yeah, Pontiac Fieros are just cool. I wish I still had my Pontiac Fiero. It'd be worth like 40K by now. All right, people. I love you guys. I enjoyed hanging out with you. I hope you did too. And I look forward to seeing you, some of you tomorrow. And I will see the rest of you on Monday. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Love you guys. And I'm going to invite everyone one last time to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And if you want to support the channel, I got all the stuff. So if you want to help me out, I appreciate it, because it's a generosity of viewers like you that keep this channel going. And on that note, what's a bicycle sitting there for? I just noticed that. Bror Fredrik out.